Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How you doing, Virgo? All right, Virgo, so this is not a date or time specific reading. I trust that whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. You can be here as a cross watcher for a Virgo. Sometimes the messages come through directly for you, and you may need to flip the energies around. I'll let you know what I mean by that in a moment. We did just have, not long ago, the new moon, a second new moon, which is called a black moon in Aries with the solar eclipse. We've got a full moon lunar eclipse coming up in the sign of Scorpio, but we're in the wormhole throughout this whole, this is our first eclipse season of 2023, and we'll close out what just began in the next solar eclipse in the fall. So I just kind of wanted to let you know that. But what I really liked about the new moon with the solar eclipse is the next day we had this, the moon moved right away into Taurus. The sun followed shortly thereafter. And the very next day, Mercury stationed retrograde in Taurus. And now we have the sun in Taurus. We have Mercury in Taurus. We have the North Node in Taurus. Uranus is in Taurus, so there's a lot of energy that was in Aries that is now shifted into Taurus, and I kind of like that because it, and if you're here as the Virgo, you'll understand this. It kind of anchors everything in, so that all the swirling energies get a chance to settle and give us a little bit of time to process it. So try to look at this Mercury retrograde from that frame of having the opportunity to slow down, process things, ground it in, okay? Okay, pulling from Fortune Oracle, let's see what message comes through. Oh my God, Virgo, okay. Proposal is the word. It says a romantic or business opportunity is indicated. Kind of crazy that they put the rings on there, but it says a romantic or business opportunity is indicated. And for those of you in the channel membership or who have the all access pass to all the extendeds and get the morning musings, you know that you got the Ace of Pentacles twice. And that is offers and opportunities, and sometimes it's commitment. It is known as the engagement ring card. So I'm just going to put that out there. But it seems like there's a new opportunity coming your way, and I felt it real strong this morning. And the message overall in general, if you're curious about the morning musings, here's what you do. Just click on the join button next to the subscribe button on my channel page, and you can read about it. Okay, it's $4.99 a month, and every morning I do a little morning musing for the signs I'm going to do a full spread for later in the day. I've been doing it for years, and I just decided to make it visible. You can also purchase one if you want, just as a one-off to experience it. The link is below. Okay, but I felt like there was some kind of heartache, heartbreak that you're prepared to move away from. Lots of indication that you're turning in a new direction, and at the same time this new opportunity kind of opens up. So let's keep that in our thoughts, okay? Yes. Wow. So what I'm going to do here is just pull the cards for the spread. I'll give you my overall impressions, and then we can clarify to get some details around it. Woohoo! So whenever I do this spread, it's a split soulmate spread. I'm looking at you individually. I set the intention that this side of the spread is the one for the sign I'm reading about, which would be Virgo, and this would be Virgo's divine counterpart. If you are here as a cross watcher, it can come through reversed, and that's not a problem because it's a general reading, not a personal reading. So I like to start over here. Your person is showing up with the energy of the Five of Pentacles. There's something here where they're feeling a little bit unmoored. Whatever they're trying to do, there's this remote King of Swords, their present experience of the connection is they're kind of distant and aloof at this moment. They may be trying to strategize their way back in. That's possible. But I'm feeling like there was a lot of conflict here in the past, and this is all now building to a crescendo for this person. And here they're either going to have a huge ass awakening, or some stuff is going to come tumbling down. That does happen during eclipse season and Mercury retrograde season, and we've got that double whammy. So I'm just feeling this person is trying to, hold on to all the proverbial balloon strings, and one keeps popping out and they keep trying to grab it, and it just feels like they're trying to strategize their way out of a bit of a mess. And because that's not how the universe works, I feel going forward, they will find out what is no longer sustainable. You're showing up here a little bit exhausted. The Nine of Wands, certainly not giving up, but not exactly better for the wear and tear. Your present experience of this connection with this person who's been a little aloof or distant is your Four Cups, right? Feeling that emotional detachment, feeling that distance, feeling some measure of either rejection or disillusionment with the whole situation, and it is now exhausting. In the past, the Ace of Swords, I have a feeling that you saw something very clearly during this time of strife and conflict, and I'm getting the impression that you kind of opted out. You either removed yourself from that situation without cutting ties entirely, but nothing has changed. So you're sitting here kind of, disillusioned. Unhappy with the whole turn of events. And going forward, there's the Fool, which is great, because that's that like, look, I'm done. I'm moving on to the next thing. I'm taking a leap of faith into the future. It's new experiences, it's new beginnings, it's new offers and opportunities, and you just are ready to go. So let's see what comes through here for this person. Five of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So this person likely ghosted you, and they are wanting, they have not let go of the connection either. They're seeking reconciliation, maybe on some level wanting to come in with a message or an offer from their heart, Knight of Cups. But I'm feeling that Five of Pentacles still represents that they are somehow unsettled. They're not on solid ground, but it is also a card of sort of, shutting someone out in the cold. So they may be showing up wanting to reconcile whatever it is that happened that puts you both into some form of separation in 3D. They're a little guarded here, but I'm seeing it more as like they haven't let go of the notion of this connection, the love they feel, the peace that they'd like to make. So it's coming through more as a holding on to something rather than being guarded. But they could be a little guarded with that Five of Pentacles. Let's see the Five of Wands in the past. The Star, the Ten of Swords, the Devil. This person lost all hope. There was an outside source of conflict, could be karmic partner involvement if you have that sort of third-party situation going on. Sometimes that Five of Wands is extra people, competition, people making demands. I feel like this person lost hope. Ten of Swords, and underneath just they were no match for their fears in the situation. And I kind of feel with the Five of Pentacles, they really came out empty-handed in the whole deal. So let's see this King of Swords, their present experience of this connection may be the strategizing their way back in. That's what I said at the start, and seeing two movement cards with the Six of Wands and the Knight of Cups. I'm still feeling they're trying to make their way to you. Seven of Wands, Ten of Wands, King of Swords again. So we have the King of Swords as bookends here. This is definitely somebody who's strategizing something. And that Seven of Wands, because it's followed by the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Wands says, look, I'm done fighting. I'm done fighting. I'm done dealing with this chaos and conflict of the Five of Wands. I'm done feeling completely bereft with the Five of Pentacles and how I treated you or whatever happened here between you. They're done. They don't want to carry that weight anymore. And they're strategizing their way back. And I kind of feel like the Seven of Wands is that last stand where they're facing the challenge head on. It's not coming through as defensive. It's not coming through as resistance. It's coming through as facing and standing up to the challenge so they can finally unburden themselves. Okay, so it's more of a commentary to the two cards I said are motion, coming toward you for peace, for reconciliation, for an offer from their heart. And it's like, you know, Custer's last stand. It feels like this is my last shot. I'm going to take it because I can't take it anymore. And that King of Swords can kind of be mysterious because they kind of don't really communicate in advance. Everything happens up here in the mental sphere, and then boom, they take action. So you may be unaware of what's happening because you're sitting here with, like, you know, feeling very much like the longing. In this card, it's hard to see because of the coloring. But in most decks, this person is sitting against the tree with the arms folded, looking at the Three Cups while Spirit's handing them the Ace, and they don't see it. So there's that missed opportunity thing. Here, this guy's head is looking right up at that Ace, longingly. Give me that Ace. I'm so unhappy. I'm so disillusioned. I'm so disappointed. So I'm just sticking a pin in that because I don't think you're aware of this person's processing. So let's look at the Tower in the future for this person. Wow, 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 wow. Ha, perfect. Well, we now have a match, the King and Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords was out in the morning musing, so I'm not surprised. I have a feeling that this person is in for a bit of a rude awakening. I will say I felt this energy in the Leo reading on this side of the spread as well. So if you are dealing with a Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or have Leo prominently in your own chart, you may want to watch that reading because it feels exactly the same. Like the shock and awe that, oh, you've moved on. You're moving on. And the Queen of Swords does so with equal amounts of practicality and dispassionate energy. No big drama, no tears, no hysterics. Just, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm going in a different direction. Things are going okay for me, and I've got some new opportunities around the bend. So I feel like it's going to be a bit of shock and awe for this person. Let's see this Nine of Wands for you. I have some other thoughts about this, but I'm going to wait for your side of the spread. Nine of Wands with the Eight of Swords with the Tower. Yeah. And the Three of Pentacles. You haven't gotten any buy-in. You've been waiting and waiting. And by the way, for those of you who are new, first, welcome. When I pull from the bottom of the deck, I'm tapping into unconscious awareness or something playing out behind the scenes. That's why I do it in every little portion along the way, so that I'm not missing anything. Okay, so what's happening in unconscious awareness is you're saying, I don't think I'm ever going to get the buy-in from this person. I don't think I'm ever going to get the cooperation that is needed here. You're exhausted, number one, right? You haven't given up, but you don't know your next best step. And here's the Tower. So it's almost like as if to say, yeah, this is kind of like starting to feel like a futile effort. And I'm stuck and I'm questioning myself and I'm second guessing myself and I'm full of self-doubt. and yet nothing's happening, nothing's changing. And this Tower energy feels more like it's coming from the mental awareness that the only one that can change it is you. Because how long do we wait and wait and wait and nothing changes when all the messages you're receiving, at least that I can see for you, Virgo, is you need to make the change. You need to reach that line in the sand where you say, I am not going one step further. This isn't working for me. This isn't serving me. I have to move forward. And I think you've got that memo already, Ace of Swords. So the Tower isn't representing a Tower moment per se, but the awareness that nothing will change until you deem that it's time for the change and you move all that stuff off your path. So we can have our own. The Tower isn't always about, hellfire and damnation and stuff falling apart. Sometimes it's about paradigm shifts. Sometimes it's about an awakening. Sometimes it's about that moment where you say, nothing's changing, nothing's moving. This is unsustainable. I need a new plan. And I'm going to have to take some risks. So let's look at this Ace of Swords in the past. Okay, so in the past, I do feel you got some insights here. Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Strength card. The Strength card underneath being this sort of wanting to overcome the obstacles, the challenges, kind of needing an assist from your person, but yet not being in a rush, right? If this is my person, if we're meant to be, if this is the love of my life, which that Ace of Swords is coming and saying, it will unfold, it will happen, and I'm not going to be in a rush, I'm not going to be impulsive. So I do feel this Ace of Swords in the past came in more as a let it unfold kind of organically, be careful, move forward with caution and intention and purpose. And also could have been an awareness that these kinds of things take time. And this person may have needed more process time, because that's where I see them now, is in the thick of the process portion of the program, where you were aware of that in the past. But now you're sitting here in the present, not as aware of what they're up to or what their processing is, and you're kind of running short on patience and tolerance and all that feeling stuck. Okay, so the Four of Cups, and then we get the Three of Cups. Okay, so sometimes the Three of Cups can be about reconciliation. It can be about a coming together in something more joyful. Six of Pentacles is, reciprocity. It's generosity and equal give and take, and something that feels really comfortable and like you're not here in the lurch feeling so emotionally detached and rejected. Temperance underneath, there's some energy about you here, Virgo, that's very patient and that understands that sometimes energies can be transmuted, like, sadness into joy, darkness into light, distance into closeness and a bond. So I'm feeling like, though you're right at the edge of totally giving up, there's a part of you that's sort of still exercising some amount of patience and trusting that energy, that message you're receiving that says, just let it unfold organically. No push, no impulse, no cause stirring up any drama. This is like, I now know what is not sustainable. I don't have the cooperation, but it's not like you have to do anything to bring about those changes. It's either going to unfold by itself naturally, or it's not, and you're going to move on. So in the morning musing, you had the Chariot, which is where I'm getting that moving on energy, but the Fool is also new opportunities and, taking a leap of faith in a new direction. Kind of represents the next chapter. Woohoo! Yeah, and absolutely with the Hierophant here, that's your inner guidance system. Um, the Hierophant is our, I'll just say, spiritual beliefs. For some people, it's more religious, but let's just talk about the Hierophant as our higher self, who we are at our core, what beliefs we kind of came up with that are now truly ours. And it feels like you're pretty clear about it. Knight of Swords, there's this emphasis on speaking your truth. Both of these cards together. It's taking the chance to speak your truth, but coming from an open heart, a kind heart, Queen of Cups. So there may be, and because we had some communication in the morning musing, there may be this opportunity, should you get the opportunity or decide to take and make the opportunity to speak your truth, I feel like you'll do it. And you'll do it from a higher version of yourself. Again, that Queen of Swords, no drama mama kind of energy, but open-hearted, but very clear, very to the point, very concise. Almost as if to say, this is the last stand. Because this person is feeling they're reaching their last stand, and I see you, and they're feeling that now, and I see you getting there in the future. Especially because this person may try to return in some way, shape, or form, bringing old energy with them. That Five of Pentacles and the Tower twice, it just doesn't feel good. Yeah, you each have the Tower here. So there's something here that's not real sustainable. And I feel like you'll get to it when you get to it, and you're not going to rush it. Okay, so that's what I see for now, and I do feel like the door is opening to something for you in the future once you make it clear what your terms are and what your values are and who you are at your core and what your beliefs are, and then you cut loose and you just kind of leave it there in a loving way. That's the key. Okay, so before I read you the astrology that came through, there's a link in the description box that would take you to the extended, and I'm just going to continue on with this spread. I'm pushing it all up, and I'm pulling the two of you together. So I'll continue on from right where we are. I'll look at like the strengths, the challenges, what you can do about any challenges, or what the opportunities are for you together in connection with each other. I'll get a message from this person to this person, a message from this person to this person. What do they want you to know? What are they picking up from you energetically? I'll get a card from Spirit or the Universe. That's guidance, direction, advice. Sometimes it comes through as a warning. I'll get the hidden energies, usually about your person, what's going on with them behind the scenes. And what are the opportunities going forward in the outcome position, okay? And I'll close out with some oracle. So that's what is below. Here we have Knight of Cups is Pisces. Star is Aquarius. The Devil is Capricorn. We've got the King of Swords out twice, is more Aquarius. The Tower is out twice. That's Mars, which rules Aries. Queen of Swords is here. That is Libra. The Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. So nice that you showed up in your own reading. Leo here for the Strength card. Temperance is Sagittarius. The Fool is the planet Uranus, which rules Aquarius. A lot of Aquarian energy in this reading. Hierophant is Taurus. We have a lot of energy in Taurus, as I said. Knight of Swords is Gemini. Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. Mars is in Cancer right now. So lots of associations with the cosmos at the present. But I kind of like your oracle most of all. There's some kind of opportunity coming your way. And I feel like you're preparing yourself, and you're preparing to clear the path of anything that might stand in the way of that new opportunity. Right? Okay. If this resonated for you and you want to follow me along further, the link is in the description box below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.